Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while. Sorry about that. My name is Jonathan. Welcome to my podcast, Masculinity Uncovered. I saw this from another creator. Can't think of his name right now. And I didn't watch the whole video, right? But the gentleman that I'm going to show you in a minute with this video, both of them were immediately jumping on the defensive, only to conclude later that the chick was an idiot. And while that sentence is completely true, you are an idiot for doing what you did. The way they expressed and received the message was very interesting to say the least. I'll play the clip so you guys can understand what I'm saying and I'll give you my thoughts.
Tracy's in Birmingham. Hi, Tracy. Welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hi. My question is I am married to a self made millionaire.
Okay.
We've been married for 3 years, together for a total of 7.
Okay.
I put my career on hold and I kind of help him with everything his businesses, multiple businesses,
What do
and
you do?
everything. The one job that I have that I actually get a paid salary from is I am a project slash office manager for an electrical contracting company.
Let me check the salary and cut it by half. Project manager, electrical company, average salary. Let this be good. They're not here, but I could say that. But hypothetically speaking, if this is the average salary between 4 and 149, so let's just reduce to about 80 grand a year. How many careers actually pay 80 grand or above in the U.S. under a standard salary? Not that many. It sounds crazy, but not that many. You cannot make 80 grand unless you're actually making substantial gains. I mean, we're talking about 40 plus dollars an hour. If you live in California, that's basically standard now, but still average. It's impossible. But it makes me wonder where this conversation is going. Keep in mind, I didn't watch the whole thing. I just heard this clip and I saw the end and I was like, okay, it's time to talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep in mind, it's not a low salary.
And we do jobs across the nation. So that is the one job that I do that I actually get a salary for. But on
She doesn't mention what the salary is.
top of that, I help him with everything, all of his other businesses that he has and all of his personal things, like, like a normal couple would. But
Okay.
when we got married, I signed a prenup.
And I married a self-made millionaire. We've been together for 3 years. Well, married for 3 years. What is the problem?
Because I know, I understand that um, everything before me is yours and your
Okay.
success is yours. Um,
Right, fellas, I'm no one to judge. But I've been around the block just a little, around the block just a little bit to understand a simple concept. When women cry in public, they do it to gain sympathy. All right? I don't mean this to discredit, it's just a defense mechanism. Because if we pried on this girl, this lady, a bit, there would be a lot of problems with her story. Keep in mind, she's communicating a direct story. She wouldn't need to cry. There's no reason to cry. I mean, you could cry at the end, whatever the case may be, but if you start by crying, the waterworks. You already know there's some fishy business going on.
but I'm starting to feel like we're never going to build together. And I've put my career on hold, and I'm helping out with him and his things.
Isn't that the opposite of what you think of together is? He's a self-made millionaire, probably way more wealthy now because you're supposedly helping him very well. But you think he's stopping you from pursuing your career. How does that make sense? How is a safe male millionaire, he's busy with what he's doing, somehow less important than your career, whatever that career is? Say you're a news surgeon, you're earning top dollar, $1 million a year. Who cares? Is he a self-made millionaire? Is he financing the family? Is he taking care of everything? So far, she didn't say anything about that. But let's continue.
So,
Hurts.
Tracy,
This is one of the things I dislike, unfortunately, about the older generation of men. Immediately, it's judgmental on the men. Immediately. That's why I said that the waterworks are a trick.
see what else is going on.
Just
there's actually a lot.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to have kids,
Okay.
and that's something that I feel like he's stringing me along with as well. And I feel like everything in our lives is his. Like, there's nothing that's ours. Like, I don't feel like he values my opinion or.
Do you know why you feel
me.
this way? Because that's the truth.
It's true.
And for these two gentlemen, and why does it matter if he doesn't value her opinion? Who cares? Is he a self-made millionaire? If she's working in a project management and the husband asks, hey, do this, and then she says, hey, there's an issue with this, and then he may or may not ask, okay, what do you think about it? That's how valuing opinions are. But I am guessing this has to do with more than the job that she is doing. So let's not kid ourselves here, okay? We cannot say on one hand that the man is a self-made millionaire and he's doing all this great things, he's accomplishing all this, and I'm helping with this because I get paid a great salary or a salary. But then also say he doesn't care about my opinion. Does he have to care? Where is the moral inscription to say that he has to care? Where's the obligation that he has to care about your opinion about how he runs his business or his life? Also, if you think that your career is totally in the sidelines, you could actually do two things. I'm 100% guaranteeing you that if you say, hey honey, I think our relationship is in a really difficult place. I don't think I can continue this, but I need some help, unfortunately. I need some money just to sustain me so I can go to school and get my degree and start my life over. I guarantee you, the man will think. If he is an honest man, he'll say, you know what, I can help you a little bit. But that's it. It's the end of the road. 2-3 years of financing, school, housing, if he's a self-made millionaire. I don't believe this to be a dead end that she is stuck. There's so many ways around this. She as a woman has a lot of leverage despite the situation she is in. Also, she could just go on the plan. Follow your man. Look at what he needs to be done. Go along with it. I mean, have we come to the point where because he doesn't listen to what you have to say, that somehow that's evil man, even though he's taking care of you? Come on, man.
That's why you feel this way.
Yeah. You're not crazy.
And yeah.
Hey, Tracy.
And you know, it's
Tracy.
funny that you say that, John, because
Uh-huh.
he has been saying that I need to go to a psychiatrist
Yes.
because there's no reason why I should be unhappy with my wife because he provides me with all these things.
Enough said. Again, why is he suggesting you may need some psychological help because you personally are feeling problems? That has nothing to do with the way he provides his duties. He protects, he provides, he provisions, he shelters you in place when you are doing other things. Explain to me, where is your husband failing his responsibilities? Oh, he didn't listen to your feelings. Oh, oh, boo hoo. You got a choice. You think he wasn't this way 7 years ago? I'm 100% sure this guy's exactly the same way 7 years ago. I met my husband, self made millionaire. Come on, man.
Except
That I
for
don't ask for.
except for meaning. He tells you what you're going to like and what you're going to love and what you need, and then he provides that without giving you any input on the things that you want and need, and you're living somebody else's life.
What kind of an idiotic take is this? I mean, excuse my language, but is he fulfilling the duties of a husband? The duties of a husband are not to listen to all her whims and complaints, and I don't feel well about this. That's not his duty. It's not his responsibility. She has to take responsibility for her feelings. We have lost touch. These people need to study what duties are. This is why I left modern Christianity, man. They all forget that the scripture is very clear. Obey your husbands as you obey Christ. If you cannot disobey Christ, you cannot disobey the Lord. It's not that complicated. That's why I keep saying, you either follow Christ or you don't. Don't get married if you don't believe in the process of Christendom. I said that word correctly. Forgive me. There is a place that people have to come to understand that you must follow the way. There's only one. Yes, you may make a shit ton of, excuse my language, a lot of mistakes along the way. But you have to understand that there is a purpose for those mistakes. It's a cleansing of the soul. Maybe I'm speaking from my own intellectual arrogance, but at least I can understand these concepts on a basic level. People like these, who are much older than me and should be more aware, I'm surprised that they're just glossing over it.
And
Is.
Correct.
just like we all we all got Biden. No, we didn't all. People got Biden checks. They didn't get value and purpose, right? It's very similar.
Right.
No, it isn't. This has nothing. There's not even a comparison here. You're talking. What a stupid analogy. I'm sorry. What?
You're not crazy. It's the gaslighter special. When you say, "Hey, I'm not doing okay," and they say, "Well, you should probably go see somebody."
Yes, she isn't. Has nothing to do with him. She has to fix her life. He isn't supposed to fix it for her. Why do we have to rely? If women are so strong and so independent and so empowered and they can do it all, why do men have to fix their lives? Why does the man have to take accountability for her emotional state? Where in the Bible does it say we have to tolerate emotional distress and complaints and nagging? Not one sentence as far as I am concerned.
Right?
Yeah.
Dave said it the right. He was right on. You feel this way because it's true.
Yeah, and I'm a very hard worker. I'm very frugal.
How, you said you've been married 3 years. How old are you?
I'm 35.
How old's he?
He is 51.
You cannot make this up. That expression right there. that expression. They're about to say something else, but let me get this straight. Successful man. I'm gonna marry him and I'm gonna tell him what to do. What is wrong with people, man? You should have started there, man. Then I would have known where the conversation was. It's like a self-made joke at this point. It doesn't value my input. I will give you a simple prescription. If you get married to an older gentleman, he's gonna tell you what to do. If you don't like it, just say I don't like it and go. He ain't stop. He ain't. He really is not stopping you. Also, if you're 35 and you guys knew each other 7 years ago, you must have been 27. If I think I might be correct, she probably didn't have any stable relationships, and then she found someone that she thought was decently attractive, very successful, when she was 27. The guy probably thought she was very attractive. I'm going to be with her. She'll provide these necessities that I need from her. We'll get married when I think it's the right time. Things were perfectly fine until she got married. Until 3 years after she got married. Oh, lo and behold, now it's a problem.
Yeah, he's acting like a daddy.
Yep.
It's
And
not just the year differentiation.
you're acting like in a daughter/employee.
Yeah. He's a wee bit overbearing, don't you think?
I feel that like I'm more of an employee.
Yeah. I wonder
exactly
what would
right.
happen if you quit.
I have threatened that in the past.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
threaten it.
don't-
I'd just
year.
do it.
Don't threaten.
I'm saying, what would happen? I think the dynamic would change.
It wouldn't. That's what's crazy. Do you think he cares if he threatens him? And the fact that she tried to threaten him is a very big red flag. That means she's not interested, but she wants to keep him because there's benefits.
It changes for a moment, and then he says all the right things, and then
Now
I,
hold on,
I
but
can just swing a thing.
what do you get? What are you getting paid to be the
Oh,
project
I mean,
coordinator slash administrative assistant? What do you make a year?
Approximately like $50,000.
Okay, you can go find another $50,000 job.
she can keep the money in a retirement account in 20 years without paying any bills. Essentially tax free. You could grow that like it's never tomorrow. Investment. But no, you don't like the long game.
Job.
Yeah, go find
Right,
a different job.
absolutely.
Go find a different job.
On a fair notice, I think she lied about that. I mean, we just discovered what the average is. So, something tells me there's something else going on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And the thing that he always says is that I am spoiled and entitled because he pays all the bills, which he has.
Hey,
said
hold on, hold on.
himself
I don't care
to
what he
be-
says anymore.
All of a sudden, what he says doesn't matter. I've heard enough of it.
Yeah, you don't work for him anymore. Now y'all have a chance to work on your marriage
Yeah.
because you're not.
You need to
mixing
go
church
get a
and state.
job somewhere else and get a marriage counselor. And if he won't go without him and let the marriage counselor navigate you through setting this guy up for one possible chance to win or two possible chances to win. And then this isn't going to go well.
Yeah.
It's already not going well.
Yeah.
What are they talking about? Why is this his problem? She is feeling the issue. He got work to do. It ain't his business. If he is trying to navigate a way to make sure that she's in a better mental state, he was right to say, go see a psychiatrist. Perfectly normal behavior. I mean, if my wife was acting absolutely crazy and I couldn't take care of her, I would recommend to see professional help. How is that a problem in the first place? But for some reason, we went over all these waves about what we should or should not do. Okay, but They're on a break. Let's see what they say.
I'm so sorry.
I'm heartbroken for you.
Somewhere around 2% of the public should be institutionalized. And there's nothing crazier. The break won't go on the air and tells Kelly to tell you and I, who's dealing with an overbearing, out of control husband, and says that you and I are not very Christian because if we were real Christians, we would have told the woman to submit and she would be happy.
Whoa.
This is what you call an idiot.
Whoa.
He's a millionaire, self-made millionaire idiot. Explain that to me.
Deborah, you're an idiot.
Oh, that she is.
We didn't miss it, you did. And people like you give Christianity a bad name when you misinterpret Scripture and you think that someone should live in a toxic situation
An
with an abusive husband and you call that submission. That's not.
He didn't abuse her. Get out of here, bro. He laid out a prenup. She could have said no. She could have said, I don't go with this. I'm ending. No, she signed it willingly because otherwise it could be claimed in court under duress. She could say, he forced me to in court. So I don't even believe that part. The relationship isn't toxic. She is creating an environment to make it toxic. Because if she followed the plan that the man prescribed to her, she wouldn't be in this state. Not only that, the man recommended, hey, you should get some professional help. Because I can't help you. Did he beat her? Probably not. Because she didn't mention it. Did he say, hey, you're going to be in the streets and you're going to be poverty? She didn't mention it, so we have no reason to believe it's true. All he said, you are supposed to obey what I do. What I say you should do. Can he be rash? Sure. I ain't complaining. There's rash men out there. But at the end of the day, what are your duties? What if he has to be rash in order for the family to be in the best financial situation? Have people thought about that for a minute? What if the only way for the family to be stable is for the man to be brutally harsh? Will his family hate him? Sure. But the man had to do what he had to do. Could things get better? Hopefully. That doesn't mean that they will. But for some reason, the only thing that people care about is how harsh and mean he was. And this is what this is. This is about mean, tone. You know, the way he says it. I wish he said it differently. It's the same thing, man.
Not submission, that's idiocy.
Wow.
Was I unclear?
I don't fully understand what you're talking about. Just then. Can you help me?
Oh, shocker.
Goodness gracious.
Oh man.
Well, the proof that there will always be a need for your show and mine.
The future mental health practitioners of America, thank you. Wow. That breaks my heart, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, you want your daughter in that?
No.
So she want her daughter in that?
No.
If her daughter walks in and is treated that way, you should just submit. I just want, oh, cool. Yeah.
Wow.
You see, they're taking a stab at what obeying your husband means because they don't really understand the reason behind it. There is a reason why Eve refused to submit to Adam. There's a reason. That was the biggest problem. We could have restored humanity if Eve obeyed her husband. But she didn't. So the word and the action from it is absolutely clear. If he's not physically hurting you or telling you that I'm going to hurt somebody or say that I'm going to lock you in a basement, what exactly are you refusing? What exactly is he telling you that you should do that you're not doing? And then he calls that disobedience. If you can clearly tell me what that is, then we can talk about it. But until then, she didn't even express exactly what is considered, except the fact that he's mean to me. Big woo. If you don't like it, leave. The man is probably busy trying to make those millions. Unless, I will concede. If you want to do his job, responsibilities, and making sure that the family never has to struggle with money, you can't say anything. You don't know what the man is going through. You don't know what the man has to sacrifice. You have no idea if that personal sacrifice has taken a piece of his soul because he has to sacrifice. You don't know that. All you see is how to judge my husband. Maybe the husband wasn't absolutely clear when you guys got married that he needs obedience. Maybe he didn't specifically say, I need obedience. Maybe he thought it was implied. Maybe. I don't know. She didn't say anything about it. I don't know. But at some point, we have to start thinking about small things like this. Why does it matter? Now that the more I watch these people, not them specifically, right? But the more I watch people that are in this old Christianity, not old, my bad, these essentially boomer mentality Christianity, with the immediate jumping to conclusion that it's the man's fault. It's like, why are you guys idiots? Do you not realize what's going on? I don't know what to think sometimes because it's so mind boggling to me that it is so easy to judge a man's problems, so to speak, his shortcomings. But in retrospect, we would never do the same thing for women. It's always, oh, you did your best. It's always that awe feeling. But for the man, it's absolutely harsh. If you think I am lying, all you got to do is open your eyes, observe, just watch all kinds of videos online. People say the internet is fake, but the more I watch the internet, the more real it becomes. This is where people live, tell their stories, tell their traumas. I am not certain, honestly, why. After all that has been happening, seriously, after all that has been happening, how how do they expect the younger generation of men to believe this stuff? They, even people like these two gentlemen, have no clue that the younger generation of men hear a woman like that cry in order to gain sympathy is an immediate disqualification for marriage material. They don't understand this. The younger men are becoming so smart and so in tune with technically what is considered female nature that immediately when they detect a hunch, that's the end of it. The only reason they're like that is because all they've heard all their lives is they're the doofus. They're the stupid people. The commercials about when your husband can't install the dishwasher, call us to fix what your husband can't. The American dads, the Peter Griffins. I mean, this story is as old as time now. Nobody respects men. And the reason I say nobody respects men is this was only 4 years ago. This is a clear indication that there was absolutely zero respect for the man here. Never talked about what the man had to sacrifice. Never. Never questioned what exactly aren't you doing that he feels you're disobeying. Never talked about it. Never talked about what exactly is he contributing to the house. She did mention he pays all the bills. That's literally all of your physical problems right there. But you think what's more important is he doesn't listen to your feelings. I mean, what is the average young guy looking at this gonna think? And hopefully, some of those young guys listen to what I'm saying and then look at this video again and think about what's going on. I am not the only guy who sees these things. Trust me, I can guarantee you that my ideas are not new. In fact, I heard this from many guys, and I started thinking about the same ideas. The only difference is once you realize what's going on, you never go back to that old way. It's wild. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining me. I wish you a very long and healthy, prosperous life. I wish you a good walk towards Christ. And thank you so much for joining this channel. Thank you so much for watching. For the 2 or 3 women I saw that half of my audience is somehow women. I'm like, hey, great, I appreciate it. Um, but honestly, I really do appreciate everything you guys. Hopefully, can give me some feedback in the future, and maybe one day I can actually interview some more people. I think it's worthwhile. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great one. Bye now.